I'm not swearing in, so yeah. My goal is lunch.
Okay. And you're buying lunch?
I'm in.
It is now 9:04 and day 5 of the Brazos County Commissioners Court Budget Workshop is now in session. Ms. Payne, welcome back. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone in TGIF. Hope everybody is having a great morning by this time. This morning, we're going to go ahead and go over judicial system. It is a portion of our function for the county. This function is about 12% of our overall budget, and we're going to go ahead and go through each department that's within this function. And so judicial means like your JPs, your district courts, your court supports. And so I'm going to go ahead and start off, if you don't mind, with pretrial bond supervision. They are increasing by $7,558, and it's based on the cost of living. The operations have not increased. Do you have any questions regarding the pretrial bond supervision division?
No.
No.
Okay. The next several accounts we call court support, and this is based on our autopsies, our litigations for each court, our court-appointed attorneys. And so I want to go down the line. Most of them have not changed, but if you have any questions, please feel free to stop me, okay? Court support criminal. This is any cases that are criminal. We do have a bailiff that sits in this division. It's called the roving bailiff that Commissioners Court approved this year. And what the roving bailiff does is if there's a bailiff that is out in a different court, they're able to move around and to help out. And so that's why it's called a roving bailiff. Right now, we have decreased the supplies and other charges by $9,800, as well as professional services by $17,000, which is a total decrease to the court support criminal budget of $24,000. It shows a 0% increase because it's so small, 2.9% overall. Any questions regarding the criminal court support?
Commissioners?
No.
No.
Of course, we have criminal and civil. The next division is going to result around civil. This is a total increase of $325,000, and this is for contract placement for juveniles. We have seen an increase of costs for contract placement for juveniles, and this is where we send defendants to special resident areas like Victoria County due to certain cases like sexual assault or that kind of drugs. Okay, so that's why it's an increase of that amount, because I have seen an increase this year, so I need to increase it next year. Any questions on the civil part?
Yeah, no, I saw that, but I was just trying to, no, we're good.
Okay.
I'm good.
So the next several divisions, we keep each court support CPS divided by each district court. They all remain the same as compared to last year. 272nd is at $200,000. 361st is at $150,000. 472nd is at $150,000. 85th is at $150,000. This is for any cost around child protective services under each district court. Any questions?
No.
Commissioners?
No.
Proceed.
Next up is going to be the court support mental health. Total budget of $10,000. It's staying flat. I wouldn't decrease because this is really the unknown. As we see our mental health increase throughout the county, this cost will continue to increase. The next up is going to be child support enforcement, $10,000, flat amount. You could tell that it has increased throughout the several years, and so we're going to leave it at $10,000. Guardianship, you're going to see a big increase of $560,000. Remember the other day we talked about moving the positions out of County Court at Law 1 and County Court at Law 2 into this separate division so it could keep costs of guardianship and probate. And so that's why it's in a separate division.
Wow.
Any questions regarding that division?
No. Would you explain?
Court support probate, $500. We haven't seen an expenditure, but we're going to leave it at $500. So if a PO does come through, we're able to, or an invoice comes through, we're able to pay it. Alternative dispute resolution. This is an outside agency that we discussed back in May that we support, or the county supports, $50,000. You could tell it's a flat amount. Court support and other, this is anything that doesn't fall regarding all the other court supports. And so there's always a one up or one if or something that we cannot define in any of those other divisions that we will place here. Last year we had one, it was $2,000, so we're going to have a budget this year of $5,000.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. We're going to discuss collections. There is a total increase of $17,952, and this is based on the cost of living. You could tell that there was a decrease in supplies and other charges of $6,000, which is a 3% increase compared to last year's budget. Overall, it's a 0.34%. Any questions on collections? Oh, and I have Ms. Tanya here. If you have any questions, she's willing to answer regarding collections.
Commissioners?
No questions, but thank you for coming. It's good to see the faces of folks who work with us, for us.
Okay, I want to move on to the county attorney's division. It's an increase of $54,176, which is a 1% increase, a 2% overall. And keep in mind when we talked about the personnel, we moved some money from salary into his operations due to the SB 293. And so right now I want to go ahead and ask Mr. Earl Gray to come in and discuss his budget.
Good morning, Mr. Gray.
Good morning.
Our new program is to state your name and your position for the listening audience.
You bet. It's Earl Gray, County Attorney.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Commissioner, Judge. Good to see you all. Don't have a whole lot. We're asking for $3,300 on some furniture, which we would have been asking for that, but for the salary decrease, and so that would end up covering that as well. And that was we've had some one office that's had the original furniture since I believe they moved from the admin building back to the courthouse, which has been many, many, many years ago. And I actually broke my chair, and so I need a new chair. I brought everything from my private practice, and so to save the
So you
county
don't
some
have a
money.
stand-up working desk?
Right. Brenda does that. I don't know if I have the stamina, honestly. But otherwise, outside of the pay difference, we would have actually been under budget by $7,000. And so we've always been under budget as long as I know, certainly as long as I've been a county attorney. In fact, we only spend on average, about 50% of that. And so that's an average. Some years it's maybe 55, some 47, but over a 5-year period we looked at it, and it's consistently about 50% is the average that we actually spend. That'll actually be the cost to the county. So you may think, well, why don't we just cut all that? Well, there's a lot of variable costs that we deal with. We have witnesses. We will pay for their travel. We will pay for their hotel. We do get some reimbursement from the state. We'll have, CLEs. It just depends on how many lawyers are allowed to go to different phases of that, how many we have. And so we have a number of variable costs. And it's worked really well over the years, I believe, because that prevents us from having to come back mid-session or something like that and having to ask folks for money. But I just wanted to let you know that's sort of not the whole picture, that, again, we only use about 50% of that. But I'm happy to go through any of the line items or answer any questions on the entire budget that you may have.
Commissioners, any questions?
No, sir.
Take it easy on those chairs.
Okay, I will.
Earl, thank you so much.
Sit softly,
Thank you all.
lightly, I should say.
I like it.
Next up is going to be district attorney, and he has two divisions. One's going to be administration, which is an increase of $343,000, which is contributed to mostly to the 4% cost of living. 5% increase compared to last year, 3.39% overall, as well as the child protective services increase of $23,000, which is a 4% cost of living, and 5% increase overall, 5% increase compared to last year, 0.23% overall. I'm going to ask Mr. Jarvis to come up and explain his budget.
Good morning, Mr. Parsons.
Judge, you
Good
want me
morning.
to run the 4-minute timer on this one?
Three.
We're going to take him to two.
Three. I got it right there. So Jarvis Parsons, District Attorney. There's not much difference in ours. Most of the budget increase is due to cost of living. There are some things that we're looking at over the horizon. For example, we just found out, I believe last week, that we have a 30% cost in conference fees that are for Texas conferences, which are the cheaper conferences for us. We haven't asked for that increase yet. We're just looking to monitor that right now. We think that we can keep that in. We think we can handle that within our budget right now, but everything else is mostly due to our 4% cost of living increase right there. Everything else is staying the same. We've actually had a couple of decreases in a couple of areas by, like witness reimbursements, $1,000 decrease. I believe printing, we've cut down on our printing, it's $1,000 decrease. So if there's any questions or anything like that, I would love to answer those right now. If not,
Mr. Parsons, thank you. Commissioners, any questions
2.5
for your district
minutes.
attorney?
No, sir.
Just want to make sure that's there. 2.5 minutes was my time. I think I did my duty. Thank y'all.
And he can do math on the fly. Thank you so much, Jarvis.
He made the 3 minutes and then something, less than.
Ms. Payne,
Okay, next up is going to be the district clerk. He has two divisions. One is his administration, which is an increase of $44,000, which is a 4% cost of living cost. 3% compared to last year, 0.80 overall. His jury services is a negative $28,000, which is a negative 5% decrease, 0.26 overall. I want to ask the district clerk to come in and speak about his budget.
Mr. Garcia, welcome to the Commissioners Court.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Like Nina stated, the increase.
Please state, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my
No.
name, Gabriel Garcia, Brazos
Good to
County
see you.
District Clerk.
Thank you.
As Nina stated, our increase is the COLA, and that's it. We're not asking for anything more. We are increasing our services. We did decrease our administration budget by $19,500, and the jury services operating budget by $25,000, and that's mainly, we cut the petit jury pay. We looked at the history, and we believe we can get by with $225,000 instead of the $260 that we were getting. We are adding some services. We're going to start issuing passports. We'll start issuing passports again, which I think is going to be very beneficial, add revenue. And we're going to service the district courts. We're going to be in there during felony court or magistration, be in the court with them. And we're going to start that, I believe, next month. And passports, we'll start issuing passports in October, something like that. But we're not asking for anything extra. And these services are vital, I think, you know. So anyway, I'll be happy to answer any questions that anybody may have on this budget, if anybody has any questions.
Gabriel, thank you. Commissioners, any?
Well, I'm just going to ask.
Commissioner Watson.
I'm a little new. So have you issued passports? Has that been a part of your?
Not my, no, it was, that service was stopped before I came into office, yes.
Okay, and
I'm
so-
not sure why.
Do we know what year that we stopped doing passports?
When Mark Hamlin was still the district clerk, so what, 8 years ago, almost 8 years ago? It was before, a little bit before
Okay.
that.
I've been in office 7 years.
And are you just adding it as a service, or you got a new mandate? Okay.
No, not a mandate, just a
It's a revenue.
service. We get calls all the time,
Right.
and I think post office is cutting back
Yeah.
on the
Oh, yes,
passports.
I know that.
So I feel it's extra revenue, and we can do that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a problem. I don't know why it was stopped
Yeah,
in the first
I know-
place.
I know my daughter had to go to A&M to renew hers.
Yes.
So,
So, yeah, I'm excited about it.
okay.
I don't
All right.
have my passport. I need one. So, anyway.
All right. Thank you.
Any other
Commissioners,
questions?
Any further questions for our district clerk?
We're good?
Thank you. Gabriel,
It's
thank you
good
so
to
much.
see everybody.
Good to see
All
you.
right.
Ms. Payne,
Okay, next up is going to be the county clerk. She has two divisions. Administration, which is an increase of $31,000, which is a 4% increase compared to her, all the decreases is just a 2% increase overall, 0.77% compared to the whole budget. Vital statistics, 0% increase, 0% compared to last year's budget, and a 0.1% overall. So I'll ask Ms. Karen to come up. Oh, there she is.
she is ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Good morning, Karen McQueen, Brazos County Clerk.
Morning, Karen.
How are
Hi,
you this
Karen.
morning? And I do want to say that even though we are in judicial, my office does more than judicial. We take care of all the land records for the county. So my budget also includes that, plus re-register cattle brands, TABC applications for liquor license and that kind of thing. My budget I've cut by $12,000. The main thing is $7,000 for the microfilm recording and scanning, and that's real property. The past several years, we've kind of stayed flat. That fund has built up over the years, so we thought we could just drop that by 7,000. But as the interest rate goes up, properties go down, filings, and then when the rates go down, the property filings go up. But we feel that this is a good number to stay. Our vitals statistic is, this is a fee I collect for issuing vital records. I keep it the same. We use it for printing and for vital conferences, so it pretty much stays the same every year. But that is a designated fee that I can use for my office. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Commissioners, any questions for our county clerk?
No
So,
questions?
Okay.
We do. Commissioner
you.
Nettles.
so when did y'all stop doing elections? When did that spin out?
2016,
Okay.
and I do not want it back.
I understand. I understand.
I couldn't keep
Let the
up
record
with it
reflect she was
then.
very clear on that statement.
I'm on record, I do not want it back.
And you didn't
Thank
you didn't hesitate at all on that?
No, sir.
No, Karen, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Karen.
Ms. Payne, welcome back.
Give you a little history. Back in 2016, when the elections was removed and moved into a different division, some of the positions were removed from the county clerk as well. So we didn't add personnel, we just relocated them.
And let me just say, working very closely with our election administrator, to add that to your plate, oh my goodness. I mean, it is a full department on its own. So I can understand what you're saying. You both do a great job.
85th District Court, Judge Hawthorne is in session right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and present his budget. It is an increase of $30,000. What increased was the $4,773 due to Axon contract that Commissioners Court approved back in June. And so it's for the bailiff. And that was the major increase for that division, 5% compared to last year, 0.30 overall. Any questions regarding 85th?
Commissioners?
No questions?
Okay. 272nd is an increase of $35,000, 6% increase compared to last year, 0.29 overall. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I'll present it as well. Of course, the increase is due to the cost of living. The $4,773 is due to the Axon contract for the bailiff, and so that was a major increase. Any questions on 276? Okay.
272nd.
Next up is going to be 361st, increase of $32,000. Of course, it's a 4% cost of living in Axon, but I do have 361st Judge here. If he would like to speak on behalf of his budget, come on up.
Judge Hilbert, welcome.
You didn't dress up.
It is Friday.
Yeah, this is
No.
shocking.
David Hilburn from the 361st.
I don't know if there was a special bag for money outfit or not.
Well, that was in the budget. I thought it was uniform fee. I figured when you're coming on bended knee asking for money, to keep it light and casual. And I don't have anything to add. I'll answer any questions, but I think the budget
No
speaks for
questions.
itself, so I'm happy to answer anything.
Thank you, Judge.
Commissioners, any questions for Judge Hilbert?
No,
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Judge,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for being here.
472nd, he's at the bench, and so I'm going to go ahead. I think he's out today. Anyways, total increase of $30,000. Of course, the $4,773 is regarding the Axon contract for the bailiff. 6% increase overall. Compared to last year's budget, 0.26 overall. The felony associate judge, juvenile court referee. I don't think that they're here. Okay, 10,000. No, this is just one. Is Central coming? Okay. For felony associate judge, juvenile court referee, total increase is $10,683. Majority of it due to the cost of living, as well as the $4,773 due to Axon contract. Okay, for the bailiff. 3% compared to last year, 0.19% overall. Misdemeanor associate court administration. There's two divisions. She's sitting at the bench right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and present her budget. Her administration budget is $25,000 increase. Again, $4,773 is due to Axon contract for the bailiff. 5% compared to last year, 0.29% overall. Judge Zachary also handles the court specialty, county specialty court program. It's a decrease by $18,000. There were some costs that we had over budgeted, so we kind of took it back and absorbed it. 6% increase overall, that doesn't look right. I'm sorry, it's an increase of $18,000. That needs to be a different color. 6% overall increase compared to last year. Do you have any questions regarding the county's specialty court? And what this increase is, because we had a contract with the outside auditors. I think.
Commissioners?
What?
Oh, no, the $20,000 increase is due to the CSED contract that y'all just approved Tuesday. Sorry. Can't remember.
Good
I
catch.
apologize.
Thank you. No, thank you for the clarification.
Too many moving parts. Judge Hinterling is on her way, so until, we're going to skip until County Court at Law 1 until she returns. County Court at Law number 1 is a negative increase of $185,000. Make sure that's right. And this is because we moved those probate and guardianship positions out into that separate division, negative 18% compared to last year's budget. You can see there's negative between the judicial and staff. We're creating it into all one division, so they don't have to worry about 3 divisions, so we're simplifying it for that division. County Court at Law number 2, I don't think they're here. Okay. I'll move forward. County Court at Law number 2, Brantley's division, negative $128,000 is because we moved the probate guardianship positions out of that division. Justice of the Peace Precinct number 1, I don't see them here, and so I'm going to go ahead and present $20,780. 4% increase due to the cost of living, and we increased some of the repairs and maintenance by $2,000. Any questions regarding Justice of the Peace Precinct 1?
Commissioners? Nope. Thank you.
Justice of the Peace Precinct 2, increase of $17,000. This is based on the 4% cost of living. Any questions on JP2? Judge Hill is on his way, so we're going to skip Judge Hill and come back. Justice of the Peace Precinct 4, I don't think they're here. Okay. Total increase of $24,000 based on the 4% cost of living. Any questions on JP4?
Commissioners?
Community support supervision, by statute, we have to provide a building. We have to provide certain aspects for CSED, and so this is the county portion of it. It is an increase of $9,344. What that increase is because they're requesting emergency door locks over at this building, the CSED building. It's the handlebars where you push and it opens up. They do not have that currently, and so it's a safety issue for them. So they're going to replace 3 doors with that amount. It's our duty to do it.
Inside the building? Because, I mean, you got to get up the elevator to get to
Inside the building, so they have exits,
Okay.
and so it's going to be on the exit doors.
Okay.
Okay, and they'll remain if we remodel as well, and so it's just push handle, where you do the push handle on the inside to exit instead of, I guess, being locked all the time or not being able to push it out. They're just trying to upgrade it. Okay? I just wanted to let y'all know that it's our duty as a county to provide a building and certain things for CSED. Public Defender Administration, there is one position that the grant did not approve, which was a receptionist, and so this is a county-funded position for that division. The increase is due to the 4% cost of living. Any questions on the Public Defender Office?
No.
This is the local portion. This is not the grant.
Gotcha.
Court Facility Administration, this is what I talked about several times. You'll receive a fee that can only be used for certain things. What this is going to cover is the additional water heater over at the courthouse because the money can go towards repairs, construction, anything in that sort, and so we have to be very specific on what we can use it for, and so that's where some of these items are going to be placed. That's why it's an increase of $141,000. Again, it's a fee that we receive.
Okay.
Any questions on this?
Nope, not for me.
Okay, well, if y'all like to recess until the other two get here, I wouldn't mind going over the budget, but they might have something special for y'all to hear.
So
Absolutely.
we're just
Let's-
waiting for those 2 to come?
Let's take a 5-minute recess and we're waiting on Judge Hill and,
Judge Hill and Hinterling.
But you know they're en route? or you
They're
do
supposed to be
not?
en route.
Okay.
Okay?
we'll take a 5-minute recess. Thank you.